Hello, everybody. Mr. Zed here. I hope you were able to stay cool wherever you are. In the area I live, it is cooking hot outside. And it's been hot for, wow, over a week. And that's nice since it's the summertime. But I just thought, well, if I wore a tie and a shirt combination that looked like ice, maybe I could feel cool. And I don't know, it's not working. But anyway, here we go. We're going to read a story today called Sorry. Sorry. And it looks like it is written by Norbert Landa. And Tim Warnes is likely the illustrator. Usually the illustrator will be mentioned after the author. And let's see what this story is about. Let's read the back. Bear and Rabbit are the very best of friends. They live in their bear-rabbit house and cook their bear-rabbit meals in their bear-rabbit kitchen. But one day they spy a wonderful shiny thing and quickly find themselves in a terrible disagreement. Could this be the end of a very special friendship? I guess we'll find out. And apparently this is a lively, heartwarming story packed with humor and fun. Let's see if the critics were correct. Alright, there's their bear rabbit house. Looks like they have an upper room built in the trees. Interesting. Interesting setup. Okay, let's see how this is going to work. Maybe I should just tilt this down. Bear and Rabbit were the let's start that again. Bear and Rabbit were the best friends you can imagine. They lived in their bear-rabbit home. They cooked their bear-rabbit meals in their bear-rabbit kitchen. Rabbit was better at frying mushrooms. Bear was perfect at making honey cakes. At night, they slept in their bear-rabbit bunk bed. Rabbit slept below. Bear slept above, because he was better at climbing. In summer, they lived in their treehouse. Rabbit told stories to Bear because he was better at telling stories. It was a wonderful feeling being a good friend and having a good friend. One summer morning, Rabbit saw something blinking and twinkling in the sun. "Look, Bear," he said, "what's that down there?" Bear lowered Rabbit to the ground in his basket and climbed down. Then they ran to look for the strange thing. Bear went right up close and looked into it. He had never seen a thing so shiny. "Goodness," he said, "it's a picture of me. Look, Rabbit, what fluffy bear ears I have." So Rabbit looked into the shiny thing. "You're kidding," he said. "It's a picture of me. My pretty long ears, don't you see them?" "You are completely wrong," said Bear, grabbing the shiny thing. These are small and round and fluffy bear ears. This is my picture." Rabbit grabbed, and Bear pulled, and Rabbit pushed, and Bear tugged, and the two of them tore the shiny thing in two. Then they both stormed off with their own little piece. Oh, how mad Rabbit was! He strode back to Bear Rabbit house and slammed the door. Then he stuck the shiny thing to the wall so he could look at his picture and proudly say, "Wonderful, pretty long ears." Then he went to bed. What else could he do alone in Bear Rabbit house? Meanwhile, Angry Bear climbed up the treehouse and stuck his piece to the wall. He sat down on the bench to admire himself and his round, fluffy ears. Then he looked down to Bear Rabbit house. "I could really do without such a friend," he grumbled. Evening came and night came, but Rabbit could not sleep, and he wasn't angry anymore. "How silly I was," he sighed. "How good it would be to have a bear here with me, so I could tell him a wonderful good night story." Up in the treehouse, Bear stared at the moon. He was sad and felt lonely, just like Rabbit. "What can I do to make Rabbit happy and be my friend again?" he thought. Then Bear had an idea. He took his little piece of the shiny thing and climbed down the tree. Quietly, he padded to Bear Rabbit house. But Rabbit was not in bed either. He was standing outside, holding in his hand his own little piece. When he saw a bear, Rabbit walked towards him and whispered, "Sorry, Bear, you can have my picture." "Oh, no, I'm sorry," Bear said, and gave him his own. But when they got into a huddle and looked at the shiny things, what did they see? A picture of both of them. "That's just perfect," said Bear and Rabbit happily. Hey, I guess that's it. Well, what did you think? Was it lively and heartwarming and packed with humor and fun? I don't know, there were some sad and intense moments. And it's usually not very much fun to get in a fight with your best friend. And I don't know if you watched the video I submitted yesterday. Can anybody hear me? Well, I talked about where I would go when I was feeling sad or angry, and I just happened to find a picture of me when I was in grade 7 climbing up into the hayloft of our barn. and there's one of the gray cats. I think there was, yeah, you can see all those kitties. We usually had gray cats. That seemed to be the most common color, the odd white, black and white one, but mostly these gray cats. Looked like great big dust bunnies running around all over the place. So here I was in grade 7 climbing up the ladder, and I had my skater cut, and that was a place of solitude, peace and quiet, and safety for years. And I would like to climb up into trees as well. I had a favorite tree in the yard. So don't climb too high if you need a place to go, but think of where your place of refuge is and find some peace and quiet every now and then. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the story. See you next time.